When I was a young boy at school, my woodwork teacher kept bees. My mother used to give me 2 shillings to buy a jar of honey from him. By the time I got home, I'd eaten most of it. So during my life, I've always had an interest in insects and nature and so on. And it was a few years ago I decided that I thought I'd have a hive in the garden. And I just thought then, naively, that one hive would be fine. But the trouble is, they procreate and you end up with many hives. If they come out at you, they're a little bit aggressive sometimes. So what I'm going to do is just take one of these frames out and show you the frame. That frame there, they're filling it with honey at the moment. You can probably see that. You get very few feral bees now, feral bees being bees which live wild. Most of the bees in this country now are kept by beekeepers such as myself and other people. And we maintain them, keep them healthy, keep them fit, and as you can see there, they're very happy. A third of what we eat is more or less pollinated by bees. Fruits, all that sort of thing. Even cattle to some extent depend on bees. All the fruits that we eat, imported. In America, of course, you've got an awful lot of crops there which depend on bees entirely, such as the almond crop. Without bees, the almond crop dies off. Okay, bees defend what they've produced because a lot of work goes into producing honey, and a very small amount is produced by a bee, and a bee only lives for about 6 weeks during the summer months. The reason being, it works itself to death. Well, anything unknown is always a bit frightening for people because we've stood here now, and these bees have been flying around us, and they haven't stung us. So they're quite gentle. Wasps are not aggressive unless you try and swat one, then it will go for you. Anything like that, even bumblebees will sting if they're threatened. I think it's ignorance more than anything else. But you yourself have been here today and you were a little bit unsure. But now you've experienced this and you've stood there with bees flying around your face and it hasn't bothered you. So really it speaks for itself. Yeah, they are a very important part of our society, as they have been for thousands of years. And without them, we would have severe problems.